mean, now that the guys now have Chris Dunn plays, Henson plays, it's a little bit easier coming in to play the second time?
No. I mean, just because you know how somebody plays doesn't make it any easier. There's more familiarity, but those are two of the better players in our conference. You know, I would be shocked if both of them weren't first team all conference, and be even more shocked if one of them doesn't win Player of the Year award. It's just a testament to those two kids in terms of their ability level, their toughness. They're really hard matchups.
Chris has even played better, I think, in the last two games, had the triple-double. I mean, what's so difficult about, challenging about guarding him?
He's got great size. He plays with a burst. He is a high IQ kid. You know, he's at his size, at his position, there's not a lot he can't do. You know, people say that he's not a great shooter, and his form is flawless. Now, his percentage may not be, where it's going to get in the future. To me, I mean, he's an NBA player, and it is not even close. He's the best player in our league.
How hard is it on a coach this time of year, Chris, when it's, I'm sure Wednesday night was a frustrating loss for you, to kind of just trash that, flush it, move on, and not let it linger? Is that hard to do when you get to the grind of the season, leaving one game behind, moving on to that?
I mean, it's hard, but we can't dwell on anything that's happened behind us. You know, it's over whether you win, whether you lose. You have to learn from it, and then you have to move forward, especially in the league that we're playing, the challenges that we have every single night. We have to be a team, a staff, and players that turn the page.
Guys said it was a pretty tough practice yesterday. Did you see the energy that you wanted to see?
I thought our practice was spirited. You know, I mean, it was it was a tough loss on Wednesday night, but again, as I said to Joe, we've got to be able to turn the page. We're playing one of the best teams in our league here in 24 hours, and they were certainly up for the challenge at Georgetown. They have an experienced team, and we need to be ready. We need to be ready. I thought yesterday's practice was a good start. We need a good one today, and then we have to be ready to go at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
You've said recently that the good thing about this conference is it gives you a chance almost every game at a marquee win, a signature win. How big do you think this would be for you guys?
It'd be huge. It'd be a major feather in our cap. They're a top 20 RPI team. It's not going to get any lower. The teams that they play the rest of the way out, the teams that we play the rest of the way out, we have opportunities left and right. We need to take advantage of the one we have on Saturday.
I was talking to D today, and he felt like Miles was maybe spoke in a way that was not what he meant after the game when he said guys didn't want to play last game. He meant they just didn't have the energy or didn't have the focus. Would you agree with that?
I would agree that sometimes when 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds get in front of the microphone, they don't necessarily communicate what they'd like to communicate or how they meant to communicate it. And I know what Miles has meant. I know what our players' intentions are. So however it's disseminated by the people outside of our locker room, I don't worry about. What I do worry about is us being ready to play at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
I guess that's my question. I mean, who needs to spark that? Is it some guys need to do it within themselves? I mean, it's kind of like, how can you not be ready? It's an exciting day of the game.
How can you not be ready? That's a great question. Full scholarship doesn't get much better than this. You're playing a national schedule. Guys like Byron dreamed of playing teams that are coming into the Cintas Center, rather than the teams that we used to play on the schedule. How can you not be ready?
Does something you address with them?
Absolutely. Yep.
Do you feel like they took it to heart?
Find out at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
What is the pulse of the team right now, Coach? How do you think they feel about themselves, and how do you feel about the team?
I think they, certainly down after Wednesday night game, but we have to turn the page, and that's the only thing that we need to worry about and we need to figure out. I thought our energy was really good yesterday in practice. I thought our intensity level was really good. Again, we have to sustain that today, and then we have to be ready to go at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Coach, you keep saying turn the page, and not to be cliche, but what is the story of this season? Do you feel like this team is a tournament team right now?
That's yet to be determined. I mean, you know, you see it every year. You see teams that lose 8 games in a row that at once were, you know, 20th in the country, and they fizzle out and go to the NIT. And then you see other teams. I mean, in 2008, I believe Xavier was 10-9, and you know, went to the Elite Eight. So the only games that people remember are the ones you play in deep February and March. And we have to, despite wins, losses, and everything in between, we have to be determined that we're going to get better every single day in practice and not necessarily worry about what the outside world thinks of us today. Because at the end of the year, that's when you're defined. And we just have to put ourselves in good position here when the season matters most.